Good evening, I'm Brandon Hudson. We start with the latest breaking news on fired U of M head coach Sherrone Moore. Here's a timeline. He was let go yesterday over an alleged inappropriate relationship with another staff member. Hours later, we learned that he was in police custody, and tonight we've obtained dispatch audio from TMZ Sports of a 911 call reportedly connected to a woman who's accusing Moore of attacking and stalking her.
615530 for domestic. Subject just called the caller, told her there's a male at the location and the house attacking her. The state's been stalking her for months.
Dispatch says that he was stalking her for months. The alleged incident happened yesterday afternoon, shortly before Moore's firing was announced. Fox 2's Scott Wolchek is in Ann Arbor with reaction from students, and Fox 2's Camille Amiri is in Pittsfield Township with the latest on this call. Camille, this adds another layer of an unbelievable 24 hours in a very troubling situation.
It really does, Brandon. It really does. The alleged incident happened behind me at this apartment complex here off of Ann Arbor-Saline Road called Uptown Apartments. It's on the Ann Arbor-Saline border, actually Ann Arbor-Pittsfield Township border. Take a look at some video. Let's kind of break this down. I know you did a really good job at the top of the show, but let's kind of rehash everything. So this alleged assault was yesterday late afternoon. Pittsfield Township Police responded to the call, again, on the Ann Arbor-Pittsfield Township border. We have confirmed that former U of M head coach Sherrone Moore was taken into custody a short time later at a location in Saline. According to 911 audio that Fox 2 has obtained by TMZ Sports, the subject was attacking the female victim and had been stalking her for months. Right now, Moore is being held at the Washtenaw County Jail. He is expected to be arraigned tomorrow. Now, here is more of that 911 audio. You could hear the dispatcher speaking, but the audio from the caller has been redacted. Take a listen.
5530 for domestic. Subject just called the caller, told her there's a male at the location and the house attacking her. The state's been stalking her for months. For the Pittsfield units, reference to domestic, we just got a call from S1's wife in Ann Arbor saying that the subject is suicidal. Reference losing his job today.
Suicidal.
You want that with the knife? Clear. And just FYI, there's a U of M detective that's going to be making that location as well.
And again, we obtained that audio from TMZ Sports. We want to tell you also, too, that we've talked to people here at the complex. People just really don't want to talk. They have heard about what had happened. They said they have not seen the coach around here before, but this is an apartment complex. It doesn't have a lot of security. There's no gates. There's no codes you need. You don't need to beep to get into someone's building. This is all open, so you can just walk right up and walk to someone's front door. We tried talking to several people again. People just really wanting to remain tight-lipped about this. Reporting live in Pittsfield Township, Camille Amiri, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, understandably so. We do appreciate it, and we appreciate that perspective. We'll check in back with you a little later. Thank you. Well, for now, we want to go to team coverage. It continues with Fox 2's Scott Wolchek. He's live at the Big House with some reaction. What are students talking about now that they've had time to kind of think about this?
Hey, Brandon, yeah, you know what? They're still unpacking it because, you know, rumors are a buzz all over social media. And a lot of the students that I've talked with think that the timing of this is a little suspicious, right? Just because you've got some big signings or people who are coming to the university or have kind of done some early sign-ins, and they're saying, hey, you know what? This is a little sus. But from the most part, from the kids that I've talked to, they all say that, hey, this really seemed to come out of the blue. They're disappointed. They're shocked. They're hoping that the team can still do well in the Citrus Bowl. They weren't expecting for Sherrone Moore to be fired just out of the blue here. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Seemed like he did something with a staff member, and it doesn't look great on the university or the team, especially with all the sign stealing stuff that's been up. So it is really interesting to see what's going on with it.
Do you think that this kind of came out of the blue?
Absolutely. I'm part of the Michigan Analytics team, or the club team for football, and we're all shocked by it. Out of nowhere, this just came up and completely out of the blue.
I think it's kind of crazy. He has a wife and kids, and he did what he did.
but this is something that I believe that Michigan knew about prior, and I think they just need a reason to fire him. This was a good reason, and getting arrested in the mugshot was kind of crazy. I think he should be a responsible adult.
Why do you think the university knew about it?
I just think it's not something that just comes up.
There's a lot left to exactly find out, right? And we're expecting to hear more at this possible arraignment. We're thinking that it's going to be happening tomorrow afternoon. Of course, Fox 2 will be in court and let you know the very latest. That's where we can get some fact compared to a little bit of just the social media buzz going on out there. For now, reporting live outside the big house, Scott Walchek, Fox 2 News. Brandon, back to you.
Yeah, Scott, look, this is sending shockwaves, and it's still sending shockwaves really through much of the country and much of the world here. But as for the students in Ann Arbor who are really close to this, how would they like to see the university move on?
I think that they want to see a good, solid head coach put in place, right? You know, it's one of those things where even that young man I was talking with on the analytics team, he said he'd like to see the coach from Indiana come over here. And I heard a lot of Harbaugh being thrown out there, but they know that's that ain't happening. But they want to see somebody solid that you can trust, because this is, whenever something like this happens at your school, it's something where you want that transparency. You want someone you can trust and lead your team and your school.
Students can dream, right? Scott, we do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right, so get to Fox 2 Sports Director Dan Miller joining us now in studio. Dan, look, this has been a huge story. Michigan is a brand known really all around the world. What is the future of this program?
Well, I think you need to answer some questions first, and I think that's what Michigan is trying to do right now. You have a lot going on here, so many sides from this. The legal angle that is playing around Sherrone Moore, separating fact from fiction with all the reports about what led up to the here and now. Athletic Director Ward Manuel certainly has questions to answer about the timeline leading to Moore's dismissal. Whether or not he survives this is a very fair question right now. So many others impacted that had nothing to do with this. They're twisting in the wind right now, presumably getting Michigan ready to play in a football game later this month, but also facing uncertainty about whether or not they will have jobs once the new head coach is hired. Throw in the players who committed their futures to Michigan and to Moore. But his program, well, now they may have to reassess where they're going to be going forward. It's easy to zero in on the principles here, but the collateral damage is massive, and something former Wolverine Jake Butt discussed on the Big Ten Network today.
I had a pit in my stomach, still do have a pit in my stomach, and really that's more about just the people that are affected, the family, the young children that are directly affected by this. That's far more important than the game of football, but then also the players. You know, when you're 18 to 22 years old, that's a pivotal, transformational time in your life. And the difference between college and the NFL, I played at both levels, is your college coach has, they have a role of trying to help develop you as a human being as much as a football player, and all of a sudden these players are thrust into an uncertain time that they did not sign up for.
And I think the question right now is, where's the leadership? Ward Manuel is the athletic director. I think a lot of people have questions about his actions that led up to this. And until those questions are answered, the question would be, do you trust him to go hire a head coach? Right. A lot of people saying, who's your next head coach? I'm asking, who's making that decision? Because what led you to this point may disqualify Ward Manuel from making that decision. Those are some of the things that somebody in Ann Arbor has got to get to the bottom of now before they can move on to the next chapter.
How does this play out in the world of recruiting? Because we have the transfer portal opening up January 2nd. We've got another recruiting day in the 1st of February. So if you're a young person who wants to go to Michigan, or you have questions now, what needs to happen?
What I would love to tell you is that Michigan is in a position where they could talk to, and maybe they are talking to Kalen DeBoer or Jed Fish, whoever it is, to come in and be their next head coach and provide the stability they need to keep the players on the roster in Ann Arbor right now, continue to bring in new players once the portal opens up. But I don't know if they have that stability to have somebody that's making those calls and trying to put that in place. We don't know, and until somebody over there tells us, we won't know.
Dan Miller, we appreciate it, man. We'll continue this conversation later.